I just ran over my toe.
Quit being a dumbass.
Oh. I just popped it. Felt good.
I mean, that could have been your boner. I don't know.
Popping my boner. Been marinating.
I mean, like, how long have you been holding? Jesus.
Oh, 2 months.
And you're married.
But yeah, but it's weird when your mother-in-law sleeps in the next room and the walls are thin. You've heard how thin my house is.
Yeah, but isn't she due to move soon?
Dude, I was at the house today. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Like, put $50,000 into this house, and it looks better than mine. And my house is bigger.
Wait, it's $50,000
For the remodel, yeah.
Oh, just for the remodel.
Yeah, for the remodel.
The house
No, okay,
entirely.
so this house is on it's two kind of like bungalow style houses. Very small bedrooms, open living space, kitchen, dining room, like that. Old, union houses pretty much. There's two of them on this lot. Can't build up, can't build back, because back is a nature preserve, and next to them is a fucking creek. This creek, when it overflows, it takes up the entire yard, floods their basements. It's like a river. I'll have to send you the video.
So, long story short, it's an insurance embankment.
Yeah,
it's a money grabbing thing.
It's a money pit. Yeah,
yeah, it's a money pit for insurance.
But they have sump pumps and stuff anyway. But this is the house that my wife grew up in from the time that she was a baby until the time that she was 21 and moved out and went to college. So now my
she
son
found you, and it all went downhill.
and now we're gonna be back there one day. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just shitting with you.
No, but now her mom and my oldest stepson are going to be staying in that house now, which I think is pretty cool.
The fucking Brady Bunch.
Yeah, except now it's like totally remodeled and different than what it was. I'm jealous.
The kids are like, Marsha.
However, based on mine and Evie's credit scores, if we get our debt to income ratio down, pay off our credit cards, don't use them for a long time, we actually qualify for a 403k rehab loan.
And the Gen X's are looking at us like, you guys got good credit score?
Yes, I do actually. Now, it took me 5 years, but I got there.
Yeah, the Gen X's are like, you got good credit score? Like, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm up in the 610 range now. But with my credit score, her credit score, we qualify for what they call a 403k rehab loan. Which basically we put 10% down of the house, and then they give us a loan for the value of the house and then some.
I already know all this stuff.
Yeah, because we're fixing the house up. Well, people out there might not know.
Yeah.
And then we fix the house up with the remainder money of the loan, and then we pay off that loan like a mortgage.
Yeah, it's kind of like flipping a house, long story short.
Yes. And then, like, once we update the house, the kids are all off to college, and we can either downsize or decide what we're going to do.
And you can fuck all you want.
Sell that house.
Oh, okay. I was going to go the other way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's implied.
Yeah, there you go. You can fuck all you want.
That's implied. Go for it.
Start the intro. That would suck.
Oh.
And welcome to the Article 1776 podcast. I am Matt. This is
Scottsdale 87.
fucking A, right. So we have a kind of a smorgasbord to kind of unload upon y'all today in lieu of what's been happening and what's been going on in today's society. So it's kind of
this isn't a good topic.
So for this, if you guys have loved ones that are over in the Middle East, Israel, right now, I want to say first and foremost, my heart goes out to y'all, prayers as well, and so it's crazy for what's going on for right now. Usually, what I do is that for the podcast episode, I have the podcast up in chapters, so then that way people can just go ahead into each topic if they want to skip it. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do that now.
No, I think this needs to be there's a lot of things that need to be said about what's going on in Israel and Gaza right now.
And
now,
Tel Aviv too.
Well, Tel Aviv is the capital of Israel, I believe.
Yeah.
It's one of their larger cities. If I might be wrong. I'm sorry. I'm a dumb American. That's just what it is. Now, let's give people a little history lesson first. Okay. Obviously, people know about the stories of the Bible, how the Jews were persecuted by the Egyptians, they were slaves, yada yada yada. Okay, we all know that. Then you fast forward till the 1900s, 1940s. You get a chap by the name of Adolf Hitler who comes around, starts doing meth, and starts freaking out and wigging out on people. Next thing you know, you have the Holocaust. It seems that Hamas and Hezbollah and Iran have this thing, they're trying to keep the Holocaust going. Okay? They have called for the destruction of Israel. So that puts us to where we are today. This past Saturday, Hamas militants made a pretty daring invasion. Well, basically a terrorist attack, killing 1,200 people in Israel alone in a span of a day or two. 2 or 3 days, maybe. 5 days of bombardment later, Gaza looks like a goddamn crater. They've been bombarding it, hitting it with rockets, mortars, cruise missiles and stuff, and it looks like a fucking it looks like a war zone. And this is where I think that I'm going to start pissing people off. Fucking A, right. Back in the 70s, the Muslim state had the ability to take a larger chunk of land than what they originally have right now. And, Jerusalem would have their state. Whatever, right? Well, they declined it. In the 80s, there was another agreement that was made in the UN, and they decided, no, fuck you guys, death to Israel. So it seems like every 10, 15 years, they attack Israel, they get wiped off the face of the earth, they rebuild, they get pissed off again for whatever fucking reason it is, they try to attack Israel again, get scorched earth again, and it's this never-ending cycle.
Can I give you a little history lesson here?
Go for it.
This is gonna be a bit of a shocker for you. Of course, Saddam Hussein. Remember Saddam Hussein, right? So
Old Saddam.
Saddam Hussein and his uncle were running for this tirade before it really got big in the Middle East. Well, guess who they admired?
Adolf.
Yeah, Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
And so during his time, which he went against the Jewish people, all that stuff. People don't know that, so look into that.
Yeah. I think what I'm about to tell you, absolutely infuriates me. I know the cost of war. You know the cost of war. I've lost a lot of friends who were over. And what pisses me off the most is not on that aspect, but it's the aspect of I'm a father. There was a kibbutz that, which is an Israeli neighborhood, town, whatever, that was swarmed by Hamas while people were eating their breakfast. There is food still on these people's plates, on their tables, next to pools of blood on the tables. Cups of coffee that were not even drank. These families are absolutely massacred. There was a grandmother. They broke into her house, held her at gunpoint, tied her hands behind her back, got her cell phone, uploaded a live Facebook video of her execution to her family.
And they were laughing. I've heard of this.
Okay.
And here's what really...
That's not the worst.
Okay.
There was a house where they had round up all these children, babies, not even actual children, not even children like my kids, but babies. When the Israeli soldiers came through, they said that they found a house that had 40 decapitated babies. Now I want to press a subject. Now I've always heard that the Muslim religion is a religion of peace. You fucking pieces of absolute shit. I hope somebody is standing on your grandfather's necks in hell. And you've been over there, so you know that insult holds weight. Who the fuck is gonna claim they are part of a religion of peace and decapitate 40 fucking babies because of how or what lineage they were born to, like they fucking asked for it? I'm sorry. As a father, I can't fathom that kind of pain for those parents if they're still even alive. Probably not.
I'm going to step in 1 second. We're not saying for every person in that religion, just the extreme group that committed that terrible act, because there are some Muslim people that are looking at this like, you are making this look bad for us, like what happened in 9/11.
If you are Palestinian, that's fine. I've known Palestinian people before, and I have known great Palestinian people. But if for any reason you support Hamas and what they're doing, fuck you with all the fucks you could possibly come up with. I would never support or condone any group or organization who has the fucking audacity. You want to kill soldiers and shit because you don't agree with their government? Yeah, that's among your armies and shit. But kids who have no control over politics, religion, beliefs, or anything, they're just happy to be alive. Every fucking one of you deserves to have that happen to your family.
Want to know something really crazy?
Go for it.
What's happening over there isn't new, in the sense that,
Sadly, no.
yeah, here's the thing. A lot of if the kids aren't dying, the kids are being prepped, manipulated from probably 4 years old to train up for Hamas and war. Not going to school, not doing any of that shit, because they are trained to fight for others' beliefs, of which I'm pretty sure I'm not. Back in my mind of when I was 4 years old, all I wanted to do was play with friends, like going to playpen.
Yeah.
These little kids are going out with fucking AK-47s and probably
M4s now.
Yeah, probably something now better now because of fucking Joe Biden leaving so much weaponry over there.
Do you know that we sent Iran $6 billion not too long ago?
I've heard of that, yeah.
Who is Hamas funded by? Iran.
Yep.
Hamas doesn't make a move without Iran saying so. Just like now, you have Lebanon up north, and this just happened in the last couple hours, within today, okay? Mm-hmm. Lebanon, north of Israel, is now exchanging fire with Israel through their militant group Hezbollah. Not the little guy. Not the little guy. The little guy's fucking awesome. He's a little angel. He's a great dude. Yeah. But he's a plumber. He was a plumber before he was famous.
Get in there, you little shit.
Get in that pipe, you little turd. I mean, no, Hezbollah, little guy, great dude, yeah. Funny guy. Hezbollah militant group, I hope somebody stands on your mother's neck.
Yeah. And that's not a threat.
No, I promise. Now, you've probably seen this video circulating around right now of the young lady who was pulled out of the back of the Jeep. Her hands are zip tied. She's bloody all over. Mm-hmm.
And it looked like her legs were kind of... The girl in the zip tie.
So there was a girl that was taken out the back of a fucking truck. Her hands were zip tied. They had her by the fucking hair. She was one of the girls that was at the music festival. Had her by the hair, tossing her around pretty much. Several hours later, a video surfaced. She's in the back of the truck, face down, and you can visibly see that her legs and her arms are shattered.
Yeah, they're facing completely different directions.
Yeah. Well, one dude had a leg over her. That's his leg.
Oh.
But the way her other legs are, they're contorted in a way that's not natural.
Yeah, it looked weird.
She's completely stripped, down to her underwear, face down, more blood everywhere, blood in the truck, and they're hitting her with shit, spitting on her. And this video is surfacing online. And this is someone's daughter, someone's baby, someone's child, and I can't even imagine this. It makes me want to make my daughter never leave the house. Apparently, this is new development. I don't know how much of this is true. Apparently, that woman is alive. Okay. She's very badly injured. She's very, very badly injured.
Well, good that she's alive, not the other part. That's what I mean.
But she's in Gaza.
Oh. I'm gonna, and this what really takes to mind, because couple of things I want to mention. My mind is that, for one, I hope that our sitting dumbass of a president doesn't commit this into a war, because the last thing that we need.
I already got that for you, because they're already talking about it. They're talking about splitting the packages that they send to Ukraine. They're going to split it to Ukraine and Israel. So yes, we're going to be funding another war.
I'll say this. I hope it doesn't get into a big 20-year war, just what we did in the Middle East. And let me freeze that for you. Because it should not, a person's life should not be determined by a fucking politician. Never, ever. If it becomes an attack on the home front, yeah, that might be a different story. But I know that I lost a couple of best friends of mine. One of them being a dear, great friend of mine by the name of Scotty, who went over to fight ISIS by the time that his U.S. Marine Corps contract was up. And I got the news that he deceased. I'm not going to explain how.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I knew his dad. I knew his dad. And to have that conversation of, like, damn.
Yeah.
I know one or two things that if it's not through military war, it's someone that I know or someone that you may know, obviously you already know it, is going to go to their nearest, U.S., whoever that they can sign up to, and say that, hey, I want to go over here and serve for these people.
So there are ways that do it. The IDF is one of the few militaries who will take out of country citizens and meld them into their military and then all that, and then they get dual citizenship. So there is that. I just it's hard to fathom like what's going on with these people. It's mostly the civilians. Like, I don't care if you're Sunni, you're Shia, you're Muslim, whose hand you chop off because their grandfather's sister was this religion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about any of that. Like, what I care about is, like, you're executing grandmothers, old women, who obviously don't have any military gain by you murdering them. So it's just, you're basically doing it to be a human piece of shit and basically drive your religion into the dark ages again. Because I kind of think that, you know, when I was growing up in the town that I lived in, because it was very small, we didn't know what a Muslim was. We didn't know it was a religion because it was pushed out of all of our texts, you know? We didn't learn about it in school because it has the ability to be such a violent ideology.
And here's...
Any of them do, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I should say that.
You know, and this is what really kind of fucking boggles my mind. Did you hear about the rally in New York?
Oh, absolutely, I heard about the rally in New York. That's my neighbor. Of course I heard about it. And I'm not happy about that shit either. And I got a couple notes to... Go ahead. I'll give you... go ahead. I'll take good this, but I'm going to tell you, I got a couple notes for that.
I'll find what I can, and I'll put a video of it right here.
Fox 5's Lisa Evers joins us live from that scene. Lisa, what's the latest?
Well, we are here actually across the street from the Israeli consulate, about a block away from the United Nations. Most of the demonstrators have gone, but this afternoon for a couple of hours, large crowds of pro-Palestinian supporters squared off with equally large crowds of pro-Israeli supporters. There was a lot of anger, a lot of outrage, and in some cases, a very intense personal grief.
The river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Many demonstrators called for what they say are long overdue basic rights.
Standing with the people of Gaza and Palestine that have been under a crippling siege and blockade for the better part of the last 2 decades. 90% of the people in Gaza live under the poverty line.
When asked about whether they supported the massive and devastating attack by Hamas on Israel, including civilians and children, we got this response.
I feel for their pain. I feel for their pain.
will never be defeated.
A line of police officers separated them from the Israeli supporters. Some here held pictures of victims of the attack and are frustrated they still don't know if loved ones in Israel are alive or not.
A few days ago, we woke up, we saw that all of our friends, all our families got kidnapped, raped, murdered. They just went to party.
For Israelis and Jewish Americans, the lack of information about loved ones made any search for solutions seem a long way off.
These people are trying to say this is about land, this is about a political conflict. There is nothing political about raping and murdering little children.
Now, things got heated at times, but the two groups were separated by lines of police officers, as well as these barricades that you see behind me. And the way the police were handling it, as more and more protesters showed up on each side, they expanded the perimeters around them to keep each group safe and to allow each group to demonstrate and get their voice heard. So that's the latest here from the east side. I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Lisa, thank you so much.
And
I'm out of tea.
You can. I'm surprised you're not drinking coffee. But in that, in that video, people were cheering for these attacks right around the point to where they said, with the 3,000 RPG attacks, the rocket propelled grenade attacks, hitting people, they were all cheering. And if I can find a picture of it. I'll find a picture of the dude who
put the video in.
Oh no, I'll do both. But with the picture of a dude sharing the picture on his phone of the swastika,
so
like the fuck.
AOC, the bartender,
The one
she was
fucking horse teeth.
Yeah, she was praising the demonstration in New York, and then she turned around and kowtowed and said, "Oh no, I didn't mean to do that."
I didn't know,
Ileana,
but she did.
Ilhan Omar, who has called for the fall of Israel several times and sits in our Congress, which is weird because we're so heavily tied to Israel. But yet, one of our Congress members is like, the fall of Israel. Anyway, and then I've got her right here, but it doesn't say. Talib, whatever her name is. Let me see. But Rashadia Talib, because she has like the Palestinian flag outside of her office next to the U.S. flag, next to the DC flag and all that. And reporters asking her, so do you stand with Hamas attacks and them chopping off babies' heads and killing grandmothers? And she didn't have any comment to say.
Yeah.
But she stands with Palestine. If you're Palestinian, that's great. Be proud of where you're from. Yeah. But if you're part of this whole fuck shit where you believe that because of somebody's religion and how they're born, they deserve to die, fuck you. Now, the other problem I have with the whole protest thing, the demonstration in New York, the pastor, or whatever you call them, the priest of whatever it is, was saying that, Islam will rise and be the dominant religion in the United States, and everybody is going to follow Allah, and that we will not stop until Islam breaks down the doors of every house and invades the home of every U.S. citizen. And I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are? You're going to come to America and tell Americans how they're going to worship. You're going to tell Americans how they're going to believe.
Don't fucking try that in my home.
And you want to know what you shouldn't be trying in my home? There is a law. It's one of the Shia laws that if a woman of any race, religion, or origin is not wearing the religious ceremonial, it's like a hijab, I guess it's called. Hijab. Any Muslim man has sexual rights to your mother, your daughter, no matter how old she is. she could be married under the age at the age of 4 to this guy, but they can't have sex until she's 9. Okay. If you try to intervene because you are not a Muslim, you are punishable by death. I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say to me? If I try to stop you from raping my wife or my daughter and killing my sons, you can kill me because your religion says so, and you don't think I'm gonna fucking not blow your brains out? Yo. Yo, you picked the wrong fight.
I remember a few years ago
You came to the wrong country.
I remember a few years ago looking at this video, and I think it was LiveLink, because LiveLink, was wild back in the day.
LiveLinks.
Yeah. It was a video of a gentleman who I assume, of course, is Muslim, and he was walking around the streets and found this lady that was wearing a hijab, but I think it was because it was a different color, like a bright red color. I could be wrong. That, I guess that went against her religion or something like that, but I'm not sure entirely. But out in the open, this dude sliced her neck because she was. I'm not sure if you've seen the same thing on what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I saw it.
Sliced her neck because she was wearing a bright red hijab. It's like, yeah, so that happened. But I want to take this time to give a shout out to.
Sorry.
You're good. I'm
dying.
I'm gonna wait until you cough.
Go for it.
All right. I want to take this time to give a shout out to a special organization that is going to be doing something. I'm gonna make this short, so I make this a YouTube short. For those of you guys who don't know, Tim Kennedy is a Army Special Forces gentleman, former MMA fighter, who funded this group called Save Our Allies, which saves people that are in war-stricken areas and helps them evacuate to the safest areas. So check out www.saveourallies.org.
Sorry, I was thinking of SDI. Which I did the
sleepy deleted Italians.
Self-deleting Italians. That's what made me laugh just a second ago. Because I just watched that video today.
Fucking Charlie's hilarious.
I love Charlie. Charlie's the man. Charlie and Micah. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Flannel Daddy, but at the same time, Charlie and Micah.
Yeah, it's they do great things with Save Our Allies. They helped out a lot with the helping people that were stranded in the
Afghanistan.
Yeah, they did great works, and I know from what I've heard from Tim Kennedy, he worked
a couple hundred people.
Yeah, he got like only a couple hours of sleep during the 5 days that he was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, whether if you choose to not go into the military or if you're not going to IDF, if you at least want to check out Save Our Allies and see how you can help out there, go to saveourallies.org. And no way, shape, or form am I affiliated with them. I'm just giving a shout out to good people. So back to the topic matter at hand.
So yeah, I start classes for SDI in 5 days. That's Sweaty Desert Idiots, by the way.
Yeah.
No, SDI is Sonora Desert Institute. As much as I am a student, this is not sponsored in any way by them.
Yeah.
But if you want to get your start in firearms and firearm technologies, unmanned aerial vehicles as well, definitely check out SDI. It may not be for everybody, so But if you've thought about it, it's I'm excited. Like I have guns. I've been around guns my entire life. So it was time for me to use the current knowledge I have and expand on it and use it and turn it into a viable career alongside Article 1776.
Yeah.
So good things will come of that in a couple years.
Yeah.
However, I have a nagging question.
I have a nagging answer. Possibly.
At the end of my 2 years,
Yeah.
there's a final project. The final project being I can build a 308 AR platform rifle. I can build an AR pistol.
Okay.
I can build a muzzleloader like Bandit did.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can take the 1911 program at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Now the 1911 program, they send you, and this is from what I'm understanding, they send you a 1911
Mm-hmm.
and they send you a 12 gauge shotgun. And your mission, if you choose to accept it, see what I did there?
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, here you go. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Tom Cruise, fastest running man in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Or the most running man in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hollywood running champ. Don't fucking race, Tom. I was like, oh fuck.
You forgot what you're about to say.
Yes, your mission, if you should choose to accept it, is you have to break it down and clean it and reassemble it.
Yeah.
That's the final. Matthew, look at me. That's the final. And then guess what happens after that?
What?
You fucking keep them.
Yeah, I know you told me.
I don't know what to do. I feel like I can build 308 ARs all day. But at the same time, I could probably, obviously, okay, when I say I could build 308s all day, what I mean to say is, like, once I have the funds and the tools and the machinery to start making my own one day, and that's the goal eventually, then I could, do something.
Yeah, I think that my question is that if you try to build an SBR, would you then get an SOT for it?
I haven't asked about the SBR yet. I was gonna wait to ask my professor, like, when the time came, because I'm waiting to. Ooh, oh my god! I swear to God, I'm afraid I'm gonna break this desk one day. Title of Marine, glass desk, not a good combo. I figured by that time, once I'm more knowledgeable of how everything works, which I'll be taking business classes, so you won't be the only one, my guy.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. It's in the course list. So, but yeah.
I'm proud of you for progressing your mindset,
I'm trying, man. I'm trying, like,
What I'm going to do, and this is just, and I'm saying this right now, for our thumbnail, what I'm going to do is have 2 gloves, like boxing gloves.
Don't give them any ideas.
But no, I'm not. Ideas is what I'm actually going to do. 2 gloves like hitting each other, and up above is Hamas, whatever you want, and then us. And then down for the title, it's going to say Article 1776 Podcast, episode 62 now, I believe. Don't get old. But with the title, I'm going to say prayers.
That's the title. Don't get old.
Well, I was going to say prayers to Israel. quote.
I mean, so here's the thing. My standpoint is I don't want to be pro-Palestine. I don't want to be pro-Israel. I want to be pro-stop fucking chopping babies' heads off.
Yeah.
Y'all fucking hash your shit out other ways.
Yeah.
Trying to eradicate somebody.
Whatever happened to the times of peaceful and reasonable debates?
I mean, like, the fucking babies didn't choose to be born Jewish.
Yeah, I know, but
why are you fucking taking it out on them?
This is one of the reasons why I look at people such as
assholes.
Yeah, hold on. This is one of the reasons why I look at people such as Candace Owens and several other people in that form of platform with such respect, because they.
You say Tate, I'll slap you.
No, well, I don't care much for Tate. But what's that, what's his name? They're really fast with words and really good on the debate. You know who I'm talking about.
Donald Trump. Sorry.
No. What's his name?
Vivek Ramsey?
No, but he's a Jewish gentleman.
Ramaswamy.
No, Jewish gentleman himself.
Shapiro.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro. A lot of respect for that. Being able to keep their composure and do a debate so well and articulately.
I watched a video of his today, and you could see he's ate up about it.
Yeah, obviously, and understandably, Yes, I don't know if the gentleman has family members over there or not, but
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does to some degree.
Yeah. But if you don't, it's okay if you don't back a war which people die in unjust manner. But if you believe in self-defense and love your beliefs and freedom, then you should support what company?
Article 1776.
Fucking A, right. Which you have the choice, the freedom, and the right to believe in what you want to believe in, especially if you're an American. So, guys, I want to say...
American.
Fuck yeah. I want to say thank you so much for letting us listening to us just pour our hearts out for the subject matter, and our hearts go to the innocent people affected over there. I want to say thank you all so much for... Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I need to say this, though. I've been saying, like, fuck Hamas and shit, like, and really, fuck Hamas. Mm-hmm. But Hamas has basically trapped their own citizens who don't fucking care for this war, who don't want the retaliation that Israel's raining down on their asses right now. So I feel bad for the innocent people that are stuck on both sides.
Yeah. So, but I want to say thank you also so much for listening, watching,
thank you guys.
Whether it be on YouTube,
Spotify,
Google Play, YouTube Music as well. Thank you all so much. And guys, believe it or not, we may be having a special guest next.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So I want to say thank you all so much for watching, listening. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And Scott Steele, do you have a dad joke of the day?
I can't use it.
I heard it earlier. It's not safe, but
just know it's a banger.
Yeah, much like your mom. Not your mom, but anyways. But check out our socials in the link description below. We love you, you beautiful beaches, and have a great...
Later, masturbators.
Day.